Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is video number 1 of 2. Yes, and you're probably thinking how? It's already late. Yeah, I know, you're getting 2 though. We've been looking at the news and we've been seeing what's happening and it looks like big things are coming tonight. So, this is the preview for Chelsea versus Liverpool that is taking place tomorrow. Whenever the news drops that I think we all know we're expecting, then you'll be getting video number 2. And I think it's going to be coming tonight. It's looking like it's going to be coming tonight. But anyway, even if it doesn't, you'll be getting all the latest in terms of the transfer news and on the news as a whole in video number 2, which will come not too long after this, but you're getting 2 videos today. So there you are, you know. We had birthday celebrations. Everything was really lush. Everything was fantastic. At the same time, we're hearing about Caicedo and Lavia. We'll get into all of that in video number 2. Video number 2 will come and that's going to be blockbuster. But for now, we're going to focus on the preview. Your first match preview for the season. Yes, we are back. Chelsea versus Liverpool. We are looking into how I expect the game to go, how I expect Chelsea to line up, and how I think everything is going to, present itself. So let's get into it. Before we do, I want to let you know, if you do want to be here for video number 2 and you want to be notified, well, you've got to do 2 things, which is make sure that you are going to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well to be notified once I've uploaded. On top of that, make sure you are following all the socials. My personal socials are in the description, as well as the Younes Talks Football socials in the description and on screen for you right now. So make sure you're hitting the follow on all of those links. Much appreciated. Let's get cracking. Now, what a day of Premier League football. Yesterday, we had Manchester City play against Burnley. Vincent Kompany's Burnley, and yeah, I don't think we really got to see Burnley, let's be honest. We didn't really get to see Burnley. So with time, maybe we might actually get to see what Burnley are truly about. They had to play against Manchester City. Man City just basically wiped them off the floor, as expected, 3-0. But all the other games today, Arsenal winning 2-1, and I thought they would absolutely roll over Nottingham Forest after that first half, but no, Forest coming back into it, Arsenal coming off the gas. Is that a sign of weakness? The same sign that we were seeing last season towards the end, where they did throw it away. Do they still have that little bit of naivety in them? I don't know. We'll wait and see. But they won. Bournemouth and West Ham 1-1. Brighton beating Luton Town 4-1. Again, it's Luton Town. Is it expected? Yeah. Everton 0, Fulham 1. That is a result. Sheffield United 0, Crystal Palace 1. Again, Sheffield United having coming back up. So is that. But the big shock was Newcastle 5, Aston Villa 1. I don't know whether to think if it's Aston Villa that didn't show up, or if it's Newcastle that are looking absolutely blitzing right now. But 5-1 is a fantastic scoreline for Newcastle, and Newcastle look fantastic. They look good. So let's see how this is going to present itself during the season and during the first part of the season anyway. If Newcastle and, well, teams like Newcastle picking up these sort of results can keep it up. But tomorrow, focus is on Chelsea and Liverpool. And this game has an extra hint of spice. Extra hint of spice. Why? Because of this whole Caicedo, Lavia saga. The whole transfer madness we've seen over the last 72 hours is going to conclude maybe tonight, and then it's going to conclude properly with the 2 teams facing off against each other at Stamford Bridge. Now, I would normally, off the back of last season, be coming into this fixture thinking, bloody hell, we're going to lose this. You know, this is going to be really difficult. It's going to be really hard. And I know many people are probably looking at this game going, I think Liverpool will get a result, without actually realising what Chelsea possess. Now, this is where this preview is going to be, I don't want to say cocky, but I think it's going to be a confident one. A confident one, I'm going to try and explain why. For all the non-Chelsea fans that haven't been paying attention to pre-season and don't quite know what's cooking at Chelsea, I'm going to try and give a little bit of a preview. Hence, this is a preview. So, what is going to happen tomorrow? Well, in terms of injuries, Chelsea do have some names that are absent. We're talking like Fofana, for example. There's Badiashile, for example, still out. I think we have up to 6 players that are not going to feature. But the players that featured in pre-season, the players that we're looking at and going, they need to be in the starting 11, are players that are going to be available for tomorrow. So there's that. Liverpool, on the other hand, are trying to get their business done like Caicedo, which they thought they had done, but nah. There's all sorts of things in that Liverpool team, positive and negative. When you look at the balance, I think they're lacking balance. I think going forward, Liverpool look dangerous. Having to try and defend, I think they look really weak. Really weak. This is where I'm looking at this game tomorrow and I'm thinking, with what Chelsea possess that I don't think many people understand Chelsea possess. And look, rightfully so. If I wasn't a Chelsea fan right now, and, you know, I was, I don't know, Man United, for example, or Man City, or Arsenal, or even Liverpool, and I'm looking at Chelsea, I don't know half the flipping names in this squad. They're all new. They're all unproven. I'm looking and going, listen, lads, I mean, come on. This Chelsea team, not at least not yet. They don't stand a chance. Well, the attributes we possess in this team now, with some of these players that only we really know about in terms of how surprising they are actually going to be, I think is going to hit Liverpool like a train tomorrow. And this is where the confidence is coming. Now, Pochettino has done absolutely fantastic since he's walked into the job, has been absolutely crucial in how good our pre-season has gone. The mentality is there, the pressure is there, the urgency is there, the intensity is there, the need to win is there. The tactical nuance on the pitch in terms of the footballing knowledge that he applies is there. We're seeing a system, we're seeing a shape, we're seeing combinations, we're seeing Chelsea play football properly again. Now, after last season, that's a godsend. It's a godsend for us right now. So, this Chelsea team is going to be unrecognisable to many people that are going to watch this game tomorrow. And this is where I'm looking and thinking, we are not going to be shocked, but everyone else is. Now, I hope that's not going to backfire and Chelsea decide to just switch off tomorrow and then we end up losing 2-0 and I've got to come and explain. I hope that's not the case, but I'm pretty confident that's not going to be the case. And with the circumstances that Chelsea are in and Liverpool are in, and strengths and weaknesses, realistically, you would think that Liverpool should have enough to protect themselves and use their blitz and attacks to get a result. I think there's one area to exploit, and I don't think Jurgen Klopp is going to change much, and this is why I think Chelsea have an opportunity here. What is that opportunity? I think the speed, the combinations, and weird enough, the amount of chemistry that this front line at Chelsea are already starting to see can exploit Liverpool's weak and high line defence. They're exposed, they're open. They haven't really reinforced that defence. In midfield, they haven't got the midfield, especially in that defensive midfield area, that's going to protect them in order to prevent the attacks or the counter-attacks going on against them. So this is where I'm thinking Chelsea, with some of the players that people are looking at and going, no, I don't really think I'm going to expect much from him, but they're going to have a shock tomorrow. And just this season, that's where I think we can exploit. Now, I'm going to show you my starting 11 for Chelsea tomorrow and where I think the shocks are going to come from. This is my starting 11. I think throughout this season, I'm going to go with what I would do, not with what I think Poch would do. Last season was so unpredictable and was so chaotic, right, that at some points I had to try and figure out what I thought the manager was going to do. But nah, this season, it's all going to be me, what I would do and how I would present it. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. This, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this season, is my starting 11. Let's get cracking. So, in goal, and look, this would normally be, I would expect to be a difficult choice to an extent, but it's no longer difficult because of the news that we received earlier on today, which will be mentioned in video number 2 later on, which is Sanchez starts. And he will start because he's the only one left. Kepa is heading out. Kepa is leaving Chelsea on a loan, it seems. But that will be clarified in video number 2 later on. So make sure you guys are here for that. But for that reason, Sanchez will start. Now, we've got the new graphics in place. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this is all going to look like. So here we go. Thiago Silva and Levi Colwill, I think, will be the 2 centre-backs tomorrow. There is talk about Disasi. But the fact that Thiago Silva and Levi Colwill have been consistent throughout pre-season, I think they've built really good chemistry together as well. I feel there's a very nice blend of experience and youth. And, freshness and experience, and it's great. So I honestly think this is a very, very solid centre-back pairing. Thiago Silva and Colwell are the two centre-backs. Now, on each side of them, Reece James, for sure. Capitano, our new captain, club captain, Reece James, congratulations. I'm looking forward to seeing how he's going to lead Chelsea out tomorrow. And Ben Chilwell on the other side, without question. Without question. That's going to be the back four. If we move into the double pivot, this is where things start to get a little experimental. This is where Chelsea's new look team starts to show. So, we've got a familiar face, Enzo. For sure. Of course, Enzo's going to be starting. Our new number 8. Absolutely. Who should start alongside him in the double pivot? Now, unfortunately, it's not going to be Caicedo. Not tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's not going to be Lavia. Not tomorrow. So, from match day 2, like I said, we'll clarify in the video later on once we get all the official announcements. I can't wait. It's going to be so amazing. But when we actually get the official announcements, then we're going to know we have the options in order to who pair Enzo with. But for tomorrow, we're limited. But are we? Because I feel there's one option that we absolutely have to turn to that was fantastic in pre-season, didn't set a foot wrong. Santos, you are in the starting 11, buddy. You are in my starting 11 without a doubt. Without a doubt. So, that would be my double pivot. And that would be a solid double pivot. And I think that's a double pivot that should be able to dominate Liverpool's midfield. Liverpool's midfield that will consist of, if we're looking at it, McAllister, solid. I absolutely agree, solid. But Szoboszlai, and who's going to be alongside them in that midfield three, because it's going to be a 4-3-3 I think Liverpool will show up with, like they always do. That is Klopp. Gakpo, who else is going to play in that midfield aside from them? This is where I don't think they have the options. They have not strengthened in that area of the pitch, and this is where we have an opportunity to take the ball and exploit the game. So that's where I think we have a good combination between Enzo and Santos. Just ahead of him in the 10, it would be Nkunku. Of course, without question it'd be Nkunku, but it's not going to be, unfortunately, because he's out till January with that knee injury and he had surgery. So for that reason, Chukwuemeka. For me, now I know some people are going to want to put someone else there, and I'll get to that. Chukwuemeka, for me, has shown in pre-season enough for me to believe that he can use technicality to use that number 10 position to create, have chances, possibly even score goals, provide assists. I think he has it in him. So I would trust him going into tomorrow. I would. He's actually surprised me. This preseason he showed me that he actually has quick feet. He can monitor in tight spaces. That's something with his size that I didn't really think he would do, but he can. So Chukwuemeka in the 10. But Chukwuemeka in the 10 because I wouldn't put a certain other player in the 10. I would put a certain other player on the wing. Who is it? Ian Maatsen. Some of you I know are going to want to put Maatsen in the 10. I'm not against that. But I know if we play Maatsen in the 10, Sterling's going to start. And for me, nah. Sterling is not a part of my 11 for tomorrow. No way. No way. Now, going back to someone that I think some would probably say, no, play him against Liverpool, is Conor Gallagher. I think he's leaving the club. Hence why I've not involved him. If not, I would consider pairing him up with Enzo in that midfield. I actually would consider it for tomorrow against a Liverpool team that we know are going to be physical. Gallagher's the sort of guy you want in that game. I don't think Gallagher's going to stay, if I'm honest. I think he's heading out the door. With, like I said, the names that we're bringing in the midfield, I think Gallagher's time is up. Unfortunately, I think that's just the reality of the situation. So for that reason, I've gone Chukwuemeka in the 10, Maatsen on the right-hand side. Because he's shown that he can do it, he can play there, fantastic. We have Madueke as an option to bring off the bench, who we've not really seen in pre-season. That's a shame because I don't really know what to expect from Madueke going into this new season. But I fully trust Ian Maatsen with his versatility and what he can provide. On the other side, our new number 10, Mr. Mykhailo Mudryk. Mudryk. Now this is one of the players that I think has a big opportunity to have a fantastic game tomorrow. Balls over the top, penetrate the space. Use that speed, run past Trent. He will run past Trent for days. It's going to be fantastic tomorrow. Wait for it. And I think that the options that he now has around him, unlike last season where it was all just crazy, right? We were so down in the gutter that anyone is just going to look horrific. Mudryk, I think now with a great quality around him, is going to shine. This season, I think this is going to be a big season for Mudryk. So Mudryk on that left-hand side is where I think Chelsea have a big opportunity to exploit the game and get goals from. And the big man upstairs. The big man at top. Who is it? Didier Drogba. Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson. This is going to be our what's the right way to say this? Our surprise card. I feel like many people, and we were all like this at one point, but I feel like many people are looking at Jackson going, Jackson? Who? Alright. He was probably an average striker. Yeah, he is. Keep thinking that. I am so confident in Nicholas Jackson. It's ridiculous. I feel like I can easily just be like, yo, Nicholas, you do you. I don't even need to watch. I trust you. Go and do it. I trust you. I'm going to go to sleep. It's fine. Because he's got power. He's got speed. He's fantastic on the ball. He's decisive. He knows when to take the risk. He executes. He links up really well. He's got great combination. He knows where the goal is. He can shoot. He can play with his back to goal. He can play taking players on, one-on-one. I mean, his finishing, his instinct is what you want in a striker. What he's shown so far is he is exactly what a Chelsea striker should embody. And I'm so happy that we've actually managed to nail this guy for a very, very good price. And he's so far shown to be brilliant. So I hope now when it matters, he steps up, he takes it, and he proves to everyone that Nicholas Jackson is the striker that is going to dominate this Premier League this season. And that is where I think, alongside Mudryk, and even Maatsen, as well as this double pivot, and on top of that, the central defenders of Colwell and Thiago Silva that under Pochettino I know are going to try and execute those long balls straight into a Mudryk or a Nicholas Jackson over the top from time to time, as well as playing with the ball on the pitch and trying to get through that way. We are going to show various combinations under Pochettino. With these players, I think we can execute very well, and this is why I'm confident for tomorrow of getting a result. So ladies and gentlemen, this would be my starting 11. Let me know your thoughts on how you think it should show up tomorrow. Let me know how you reckon Chelsea should play in the starting 11. How do you think Pochettino should line up? And going into a prediction, as I do advise all of you, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, as always, and make sure you're here for video number 2. Check out the social media links in the description. They are on screen for you right now. To end, my prediction is going to be... I've actually got quite a lot of things right lately, even in the transfer window. I'm quite impressed with myself. So I hope it carries forward. I'm going to go... I don't want to get too carried away, but I reckon Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1, but I don't know why. I feel like we'll have a 2-goal gap. I want to say 3-1, but I don't want to get too carried away. So I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to say... Actually, no, you know what? No. What's this playing safe business? No, we were playing safe under Potter and Lampard and going sideways and backwards. No. All right, listen. Chelsea 3, Liverpool 1. There, take it. Liverpool, what are you saying? See you tomorrow. Now, big news is going to be coming tonight, it seems. If it doesn't, you'll still be getting a video of the latest. But that latest is going to tell you exactly what is imminent and what is going to happen. And I think by the time we end up starting the game tomorrow against Liverpool... There's a certain couple of players that are going to be maybe unveiled at Chelsea tomorrow. So that's going to be sweet. With Liverpool there to watch it all, in the flesh. Bring it on. Can't wait. So make sure you're here tomorrow. I will be dropping my review after the game is all said and done. But before all of that, make sure you're here for video number 2 as we wait for all the announcements to come out. We wait for the 3 magic words from Fabrizio. Not just for 1 player, but for 2. Here we go, perhaps tonight. We'll wait and see. Make sure you're here later on, and I will see all of you then. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a good one, people. See you later, and peace.